It was going on Swap Meets. So someone left a comment earlier today, or last night technically. Uh, they wanted me to show how to clear floor 40 of Battlefield of Trials. So that's what I'm going to do. um, as you can see, I didn't do everything, mostly because I'm not at the point where, well, I probably am at the point now, but I don't think I'm at the point where I can do this within 60 seconds. But there is an easier strategy to beat this. Uh, Very simple. If you've been doing a lot of summoning, more than likely you pulled a lot of this character, Parkheejin, and she is quite literally the cheat code to doing this. And the only reason I'm saying that is because at A3, whenever you pop her support skill, or is it A3? A2. No, which one is it? Oh no, is it A3? Oh, it is A3. So at A3, or maybe A0, I'm not 100% sure, but at A3 for sure, whenever you use your support skill, you refill your power gauge by 10%. I believe at A0 it works the same way. If I'm reading that right, it'd be 8%, but it's not that big of a deal as it really doesn't matter. Um, but for test like purposes of trying to be close to the power here, I'm just not even going to invest into Parkegen. But if you're somebody that's around a point where you're struggling to clear floor 40 and you're, probably roughly at this power with your main team, put some artifacts, put some weapons on Parkegen, get her power up so be as close to 555k, I believe, 555k as you can. But uh this is what I use. And then as well, at this point I am like the new Jinwoo, the new Monarch of Shadow upgrade. The job. That's what it's called. I do have that ultimate, but just in case, you know, you're not at the point where you have the new job change or have this ultimate, because I do believe you have to clear 440 to get this ultimate. I'm going to use Mutilate, obviously. And in terms of my runes, I'm using Magnifying Slashes with is this Dispersion, the Dagger Rush one. You probably should use like Armor Break, or Armor Break is probably your best bet, the Wind one. But if you don't have Magnifying Slashes or Vacuum Wave, just use whatever the strongest runes that you have been using for the longest time. Um, if you ask me, cross slashes work, crosshairs especially. I did use this on my main account before Magnifying Slashes even released. Um, and I do believe I probably used like multi strike, like pummel or something like that. Like I did this a long time ago, right? But ideally, you want to use armor break, vacuum wave, and either magnifying slashes if you have it, or crosshairs. As crosshairs is pretty good because it could hit two of the runes at the same time. Um, and in terms of my blessings, I mean, I'm using Reawakening with Swiftness, Bloodlust, and Pulverize. For this particular, I guess, situation, Swiftness is kind of useless as you don't need the extra dash. To be honest, you could probably avoid using Swiftness overall. It's just I use it to cover up my skill issue, as I do have a habit of spamming my dodge because of me running A3 Plum. Uh, but you can probably use something else here. I'm not entirely sure what would be good for this, to be honest. Maybe Mana Rampage for the extra attack, but either way, you should be fine. The bottom blessings don't even matter. Um, in terms of your weapons, I mean, you should have the plum. I think the plum is very important to have. Uh, but if like, I don't know, you can get away without using it probably. Matter of fact, I just want to use it. How about that? We'll use the monkey staff in the moon shadows to see if I can beat this. But if you do have the plum, I'll show you what you should be doing in the back. Uh, oh damn, this is actually gonna hurt my power a lot. I'm gonna keep the moon shadows on just because I need the extra power. Because yeah, I'm like cutting it close because I don't have any investment on her. I mean, this team isn't exactly my best, but it is what it is. Uh, yeah. Pretty much the game plan is that as soon as you spawn, you use Parkheejin's skill to charge up your ult gauge, and you just repeatedly do that until your ult gauge is full. So pretty much, uh, here I'll have it on auto, but I usually like to run to the back, just in case I accidentally move a little bit too forward. But you literally sit here, you pop this, and then you wait it out. And if you do have the plum sword, this is where you begin to charge it up. So you usually dash and then pop the weapon skill. Obviously, I didn't bring the plum for this run, just in case if somebody's out there doesn't have plum. But usually charge it up, and then right before you go in, if you don't have the A3, dash and then use the skill or the weapon skill, the plum sword, and then pop your ult for the extra damage just in case. But if you do have the A3, you don't have to use the weapon skill. Just dash right before you do the ult. Um, but yeah, this is pretty much the game plan. I'm probably just gonna end up cutting here until I fill up my ultimate because it's gonna take a while. Also, as well, before I even cut, the timer doesn't activate until you actually walk into the field itself. That's the only reason the strategy works. If anybody couldn't tell by by me, I guess not by me, but like looking at the screen, you can see there's no timer. Anyway, this is pretty much where I'm gonna cut until the old gauge is full. This is gonna take like a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Although sorry about the no audio thing. I usually, have no audio while I auto everything in the background. Anyway, as you can see, my power gauge is full. I haven't moved from the spot. Uh, let's just go jump right into this place because it's simple from here, right? So as soon as it starts, you see the pillars. Literally, just pop the ult. It destroys most except for like three in my experience of doing this. It might be a little different if somebody has better positioning, but ideally it should damage them a lot, and then you probably clear it out from here. Or you should be able to clear it out from here. I usually use the plum, so they usually never live. So I'm actually gonna have to try. I honestly didn't expect it to for them to survive. Oh, well, I can clear this. I was testing it to see if you even need the plum, but I don't think you need it, but you honestly might need it. Maybe you're gonna be cutting it close regardless. And do remember to keep popping Parkegian skills so you have your ultimate back for the actual phase of destroying this thing. And you don't need the Moonshadow daggers, by the way. I just used that because that's what I had available. I am going to wait until I can get my debuff on, then hit it, and then do this. And I'm also not going to use my Baron because I don't know if you will have Baron by this point. So I won't use him, obviously. He does provide like a slight power increase to me, but it's not much. My Baron isn't that high of a level. But as you can see here, it cleared it. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't 100% sure if it would, because usually I one-shot the shadow or the statues, but as you see, you don't need the plum. All you need is Parkegian and a decently built Jinwoo, and you should be fine. And enough power. Most importantly, enough power to clear this. Especially if you have been playing for a while, or since Halloween. I'll say since Halloween. You should at least have a 4-piece curse set lying around. And the only reason I say since Halloween is because there is a Halloween set here. It has the same curse effect. The only issue is that it's an HP piece, so you might be better off using something else. But just in case you don't, for whatever reason, you could probably get away with using this. Just for the curse effect. By the time you get in there, the curse effect should be fully built up. But yeah, like I said, it's very simple. And I believe that should allow you to, if you cleared all of the story, because I believe it's only like 500k to clear the whole story. Just clearing this should be enough for you to send to the next job change. Yeah, because I haven't even cleared 440 on the hunter side. I'm just lazy. But yeah, that should be everything. Just remember to put artifacts into your Parkegian so you will have enough power to actually clear it. Because I'm not gonna say it's impossible to clear it in the red, but I'm pretty sure it's like damn near impossible. So make sure you have some artifacts in her. Take it off somebody that you're gonna replace it off the person that you're replacing her with, and you should be set. Or ideally, either throw some blessing pieces on her, or I believe there's another support set here somewhere. Which one is it? Oh, it's been so long. Yeah, here you go. You give the run, and then you can run 4-piece Angel in White with the. It's been so long since I've actually used this set. Is it this one? The Outstanding Connection set. I believe this is. Yeah, this is it. Maybe. Just probably run it just to be safe, or whatever the highest power sets you have, if these are not enough to cut it. But anyway, that's all I wanted to do. I see you guys later. I'm gonna let the other person know who asked that I made this, and yeah, that's it.